Hi, this is TJR from Music Worth Buying, and it's time for my Week 4 final week wrap-up of the 2014 iTunes Festival. Once again, every day in September, iTunes is hosting a free concert at the Roundhouse in London, and you can watch it for free for a limited time on any Apple device or on your iTunes, via a Mac or PC. Me, I'm watching it at home on my TV, on my Apple TV. I think that's really the best way to watch it. And so the reason we're doing this in the middle of the week rather than on the weekend is there were 2 extra days at the end of this month, Monday and Tuesday, so I saw no point in just wrapping up the end of the week and then doing 2 more days. So right now I'm going to give you my highlights, my picks for this last week. These are just my highlights, and you can read my full reviews on everybody at the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/musicworthbuying. And so let's get to it here. And then after we're done with this, I'm just going to give you my must-sees for the month. And so here we go. Starting with day 21, First Aid Kit and Ryan Adams. First Aid Kit is a very enjoyable sister act from Stockholm, doing very, I would best describe it as very fun 70s style folk rock, the best way I can describe it. Very enjoyable. That same day was Ryan Adams. Now, Ryan Adams is a music artist whose recordings I have not really gotten that into, to be honest, but I did like his most recent album, and I was really knocked out by this performance, so much so that I'm thinking I need to reevaluate his previous releases, and I need to go back and listen to some of his old records. And so I'm going to be doing that. Day 22, moving ahead, Jessie J. Now, Jessie J, I've featured one of her songs on Single of the Week. She's not someone whose albums I have or whose music I'm following or that into. And I probably wasn't into everything that she did on this performance, musically speaking, but I really enjoyed the performance. I loved the interplay with her and the band, and I thought she was a powerhouse vocalist. And so that one gets a recommendation from me. Day 24, Hozier, whose song Take Me to Church I featured on Single of the Week. He was the opening act that night, and I loved every song he played pretty much. I loved his performance, and I can't wait to get his new album when it comes out. This is going to be his debut album, actually, so I can't wait to get it. So there you go. Day 25, I want to bring up Mary J. Blige, an artist who I haven't really listened to that much of, just a few things here and there. But I really enjoyed this performance too. My only complaint was that her band was up on the stage. She was down there on the main stage in front of the audience, whereas the band was up here. And I really felt like she could have benefited from interplay between her and her band. But I thought it was a passionate performance. I enjoyed it. Then I want to go to day 26 with Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz has already got a huge catalog of well-known songs, of course. And I really enjoyed his last album. I'm enjoying his current album. And just a really solid rock and roll show. The band knows how to stay tight with the hits, but they also know how to get loose and just really jam. And so it was great to see this performance too, and I really recommend it. On day 27, Menek, M-E-N-E-K, who is a British soul R&B singer-songwriter. I really liked his laid-back attitude. His music is very 80s sounding R&B, I think, and very catchy, fun songs. But mostly I just really enjoyed his kind of attitude with the audience and with the band. And so I want to recommend him. He opened for Kylie Minogue that day. Kylie Minogue probably got the most negative review that I've given during the whole festival. And once again, you can check out all my reviews at facebook.com/musicworthbuying. And now moving after that to day 28, which was a day of all classical music. This would have been the second day of classical music that they did, and I'm really glad they've done some more of these. On that day was trumpeter Alison Balsam, classical guitarist Milos, and I'm checking my notes here. Anyways, and then violinist Nicole Benedetti. And I would recommend this evening just to see something different, experience something different. If classical music's not your thing, I would recommend you check this out. And just some absolutely superb musicianship. Moving to day 29, Ed Sheeran. Of course, Ed Sheeran is very popular right now. He's had some huge selling albums. And to be honest, I was asked to listen to some of his stuff, and I just didn't get into it really all that much. I don't know if this performance changed that for me, but I really loved his performance. I don't know if it changed how I feel about the music, but he was fantastic live, and so I have to recommend him. He was great. And just him alone, no band, just him alone, headlining act, and boy did he hold the show. Boy did he hold your attention. Even for me when I'm just not that into his songs, he held my attention. So I got to recommend that. And then finally, day 30, which was the third classical music day, headlined by Placido Domingo. This was an opera performance, and I felt very unqualified to judge any of this. I wrote about that on Facebook, but I'm recommending the day because I really want to recommend that you watch classical pianist, and I hope I say this right. Let me do my best here. Katya Buniatashvili. I hope I say that right. That's Russian. She was mesmerizing. And so that's my wrap up for the final week and the last 2 extra days of the festival. And now I want to just very quickly go over my top picks of the month, my must-sees for each week, and any surprises I had. So week 1, you have to watch Beck. You have to watch Beck. That's it. My surprise of that week was 5 Seconds of Summer. I was really thinking this was going to be just a boy band. It's not. I mean, they're referred to as a boy band in the press, but this is a real band. They play real instruments. They sing, they sing while they play, and they write their own songs. They're not a boy band. They're a band. And so that was just my surprise, and I enjoyed them, even if I wasn't necessarily into all their songs. They were fun and energetic. Week 2, you must see Tony Bennett, and you must see Robert Plant. Tony Bennett was from day 6. Robert Plant was from day 8. And my surprise for the week was Imelda May, who was also from day 6. She opened for Tony Bennett. Great rockabilly singer. Great band. Her husband's the lead guitarist. He's an amazing guitar player. Great songs. From week 3, one of my must-sees, and also my surprise of the week, was Paolo Nutini. Hopefully I say that right. Paolo. Paolo Nutini. I'm kind of describing him as kind of like the Bruce Springsteen of soul. That's the only thing I can think of. Just his performance, his interplay with the band, his songs, and it all just has that it factor. He was my surprise and one of my top picks for the week. My other must-see for the week is Eric Whitacre from day 17. That was the first classical music day. Interesting mix. He had a choir, a cappella choir, and it was a mix of classical and popular music. A very unique performance, and that's all I can say. Just you have to check it out for yourself. If you want to see something unique, check out that day. And then from week 4, Ryan Adams from day 21, which I've already talked about, and then Lenny Kravitz from day 26, I think are the 2 must-sees. And my surprise, and also a must-see, was Hoosier from day 24. And then, of course, also from the final last 2 days, I really have to once again recommend, and let me try to say it right, Katya Buniatashvili. Hopefully I say that right. And once again, mesmerizing classical pianist. Got to check her out. I don't care if you're into classical music or not, you got to check her out. And so that's the wrap up for this year. And once again, these performances are available for a limited time. You can watch them in full. It's free to watch them. But they probably won't be up for too much longer, maybe just a couple weeks. So get to them while you can. Don't miss out on these performances. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.